Morning, everyone. Virgo Triad. Here it is, May 6th, 2019. And I want to draw your attention to a couple of scams that the Federal Trade Commission has caught on to and is sending out reports on. These are particularly insidious scams, and I want to make sure that everybody knows about them who subscribes to this channel. This first scam that I'm going to talk to you about is with regards to the Notre Dame fire. And it states that the following last week's devastating fire that destroyed much of the famous and historically important Cathedral of Notre Dame in Paris, fundraising efforts have begun. Many generous people may decide to donate towards rebuilding efforts, and scammers know that. They're ready to take donations too. So here are some things to consider before you give to an organization or a crowdfunding project. 1. Research the organization first. Search online for the names of the organization plus the word complaint or scam or review. You can use also. These organizations can help read what others say about the organization. These organizations can help also. 2, it's important to ask questions. If you get a call from someone asking for money to help rebuild the cathedral, ask them how exactly your money will be used. Do some research before donating to any organization that you're not familiar with. 3, crowdfunding sites may not monitor how donations are spent. This is true even of GoFundMe, which is very famous for being particular about making sure that people provide additional identification and such when in question. But there are other groups like Fundly, and there's you just never know. You don't know for sure whether or not these crowdfunding sites are going to be monitoring well enough. Donations to foreign organizations generally are not tax deductible, and that's something a lot of people don't realize. So you might want to take that in consideration. If tax deductions are important to you, make sure that the group is established in the United States. Check the IRS's tax-exempt organization search in order for your donation to be tax deductible. Remember that donations to individuals, like in crowdfunding sites, are not tax deductible. All right, I will link this to the description of this video so that you can read it for yourself, but I want to talk to you about another scam that's also going on. Here we are, and I have spoken to literally hundreds of people at this point, because I didn't actually know how far this scam went. And I started hearing some of the scammer channels like Joe Scambait talk about this. And I started realizing that it's a lot more widespread than what I originally thought. I've spoken to, like I said, probably hundreds of people, and I've asked a lot of them over the last 2 weeks, have you gotten this call? And it's a call from the Social Security Administration. And I've gotten an alarming amount of yeses with regards to that question. Almost everybody has gotten this call, and I may be a little bit late on putting this out, as a matter of fact. This started around the 6th of March, or at least that's when the Federal Trade Commission put this information up. The real Social Security Administration, of course, would never call with regards to this information, but I'm going to go ahead and read this to you anyway, in hopes that if there is anybody who hasn't gotten this call, that this will help you out. It says, how many of you have gotten calls from the Social Security Administration? Probably not the real Social Security Administration, but how many of you have gotten calls from someone who said they were the Social Security Administration and maybe showed the real Social Security Administration phone number, which is, of course, 1-800-772-1213, or a number close to it on your caller ID? Lots, right? We've seen a spike in the number of people reporting those fake Social Security calls to us. Since January of 2018, we've gotten more than 63,000 reports of this scam. 3% of those people reported a loss. 3% out of $16.6 million, with a median loss of $1,484. That is a ton of money, you guys, a ton of money. So this is very important that this gets spread around and shared. You can hear from what the scam sounds like here at this link, which I will be putting the link in the description so that you can pull this up and you can listen to the call if you'd like to. Sometimes the scammer wants you to confirm your social security number to reactivate it, and other times he says he wants your bank account that is about to be seized. But if you go put your money on gift cards and then give him the codes, Social Security Administration can help keep it safe. Of course, you never want to do that because then your money just is gone. And basically what they're saying is that your card or your number has been suspended because it's been involved either in a crime or it has in some way been compromised. This is an ugly, ugly one. And like I said, people that are losing money tend to lose between $1,000 and $1,400. Only 3% of people have fallen for it, but that's still a great number of people when you consider, how many millions of phone calls have been made since the inception of this in January. So I'm asking that you guys actually take some time, if you have the opportunity, and spread this particular video to everybody that you can on your social media. These two scams are something that is really going around big time right now. I got 3 calls myself yesterday alone on the Social Security scam. And I have a number that I don't even know how they got a hold of it. So to be perfectly honest with you, I really feel like this is something that needs to be presented to as many people as possible, even though the scam actually started a couple of months ago. All right, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and thank you so much for your time. Bye-bye.